Good morning, dear students. In the last class, I am discussing with you the concept, the objectives or goals of business entity. Okay, in the last class, I am discussing with you the objectives as well as goals of business entity. In that, profit maximization as well as wealth maximization, two specific objectives of business entities I am discussing with you in the last class. Yes or no? First one is the profit maximization and the second one is the wealth maximization. Like what is the two concepts I am discussing with you in the last class. Profit maximization means the far towards the profit maximization as well as against towards the profit maximization. Two types of argument we are discussed in the last class. I think I have not yet uploaded the video of the last class. Today I tried to upload the profit maximization advantages as well as disadvantages video. Is because of technical problem I have not yet uploaded. Today I am going to be uploading the profit maximization advantages as well as disadvantages to you. What is this profit maximization? You all are knowing that what it is. Profit is the barometer of every business entity. Without the profit, we can't do anything in an organization. That's why profit is a stick towards the business entity. Profit is a parameter towards the business entity. Likewise, the profit is helpful towards the business entity to expand the business entity as well as to diversify the business entity. Along with to take some financial decisions in an organization, we are going to be takes into consideration the profit maximization. And the profit maximization is going to help to fix the prices of the products, and this is going to be taken into consideration how much the output we have to produce in a particular year. Likewise, some decisions we are going to be taking with the help of profit maximization. The profit maximization is going to be increasing the profitability of the business entity. Along with the profit maximization is going to be attract the investors towards the business entity. If anybody wants to invest their money towards the business entity, the investor is going to be observing the company, whether the company is earning the profitability of in a business entity or not. Likewise, first they are going to be observing the profitability of every business entity. If profit is not there, if profit is not in a company continuously 2 or 3 years, means the investors are not ready to invest their money in the business entity. That's why the profit maximization is a barometer yardstick to invest the money in a business entity. That is the profit maximization. How the profit maximization requires the thinkers are given the for argument. Likewise, some of the thinkers are given towards the profit maximization wise against also. Some just like the disadvantages. The profit maximization wise only if company gives more concentration means in an organization the workers are more suffering from this. They are going to be just like they are giving so much pressure. The company is going to giving so much pressure towards the workers of the companies. Second one, this profit maximization is not going to be giving much important towards the time value of money. Okay, what is this time value of money? Time value of money is not taken into consideration of profit maximization. Time value of money. What is this time value of money? Time value of money is nothing but what the rupee we earned in the last. What the money we earn today is more important than the future. That is going to be told by the time value of money. For example, I am investing rupees 20,000 towards my small business entity. If I take the return towards my That is time value of money. If I take this one rupees 20,000 after 10 years means this is lost money. Likewise, this is going to be told by the time value of money. Okay, profit maximization is not taken into consideration, the time value of money. Profit maximization is not going to be taken the risk towards business entity. If we take risk in our business entity, we are becoming success. If we are not ready to take any risk towards our business entity wise, we can't success in our business entity wise. Okay, profit maximization is forgets the risk and the time value of money, and we are not going to be tell exactly which type of profit maximization this one it is. Whether this one is the net profit, whether this one is the gross profit, whether this one is profit before tax, whether this one is the profit after tax, before interest, after interest. Likewise, our economic profit, gross profit. Likewise, we can't tell exactly which type of profit maximization this one it is. And the profit maximization is going to be encouraging the management to take the correct practices in the business entity. At any cost, I need profitability towards business entity. Then the business entity is giving the worst materials or the worst products to the customers. That is, this thing is the main disadvantage. The customers are not taking a good product from the company. They are going to be taking a bad quality of the products from the company. And this one is going to be stakeholders for inequalities is going to be maintaining by the profit maximization. Inequalities among the stakeholders, suppliers, creditors wise, shareholders wise. This is not going to be takes the equal position is not going to be given by the profit maximization. This is going to be maintaining the inequalities among the people. And this profit maximization is going to be creating the anxiety and frustration among the management people. At any cost, I have to take towards my business entity wise profitability. Likewise, the peoples were going to be thinking. That's why how the profit maximization wise we are going to be thinking the advantages. Likewise, we are going to be observing the disadvantages too also. Okay, these are all the concepts towards the specific objectives or goals of the financial management. This profit maximization advantages and disadvantages now we are discussing. Now we are going to move to the next aspect. This one it is wealth maximization. What is this wealth maximization? Wealth maximization wise we can't tell exactly this one how the profit maximization wise the for as well as against we observed. Likewise here the wealth maximization wise for as well as against arguments we are going to be observing wealth maximization wise. Now what is this wealth maximization? Wealth maximization is nothing but increasing the wealth of the business entity or increasing the wealth of the shareholder. This is going to be done by the wealth maximization. Wealth maximization wise also, this is we have to keep in your mind. This wealth maximization is taken into consideration of so many factors. In every business entity, higher level of risk we are going to be maintaining in our organization. We have to adjust the high level of risk wise regular in a business entity wise. Okay, wealth maximization wise we have to give more concentration is because in each and every business entity wise the high risk we have to take into consideration to take the profitability. Indirectly we are going to be tell wealth maximization as the profitability. Profit maximization, wealth maximization we are going to be tell indirectly this is also a profit maximization. Why we are going to be tell this one is the profit maximization is because here also we are going to be giving more concentration towards to increase the shareholders' health as well as to increase the wealth of the business entity. When we are going to tell this one if the company wise profitability comes only, the wealth of the shareholders is going to be increasing, the wealth of the business entity maximization. Likewise, here the wealth maximization is the concept is giving the value towards the wealth of the business entity. This is going to be giving the value of the assets of the business entity, this wealth maximization. Wealth maximization is going to be increasing the market share of the business entities. Okay, the investors, the wealth of the shareholders is going to be increasing. This one wealth maximization means the investors are going to be ready to invest their money towards the business entity wise. Yes or no? Okay, the investors one day are going to be ready to invest their money towards the business entity. Suppose the company is getting 2 or 3 years or 5 years continuously getting profit towards the business entity, then only the investors are ready to invest their fund as a saving in a business entity. The wealth maximization concept is giving continuously the shareholders for the dividends and the debenture holders for the investment. Likewise, the wealth maximization is giving the returns towards the shareholders as well as the debenture holders means the wealth of the shareholders naturally increasing. Yes or no? So, obviously, the investors are ready to invest their money towards the business entity. That's why the value of these assets, value of the asset, the wealth maximization is going to be increasing, and the share of the market share of the companies also is going to be increasing with the help of wealth maximization. This wealth maximization is going to be creating wealth of the organization as well as this is the important concept here. The net present value of the business entity is going to be calculating how much the net present value we are taken. Okay, how we are going to be calculating the net present value? NPV we are going to be telling this one it is NPV. This is net present value. We are going to call this one it is. What is this net present value? Here, net present value how we are going to be calculating, that one we are going to be discussing in the next classes wise. Okay, in just I am going to give you what is net present value. It's the help of one example. Original investment and investor towards business entity wise rupees 1 lakh. Okay, cash inflows towards business entity wise. First year rupees 10,000, second year rupees 20,000, third year rupees 30,000, fourth year rupees 40,000, fifth year rupees 50,000 or 10,000. Likewise, I have taken the cash inflows towards business entity wise. This is we have to take into consideration. This total we have to take into consideration. 40 plus 10, 50, 50 plus 30, 80, 80 plus 20, 1 lakh. Yes or no? This is the return towards the business entity wise within 4 years. Within 4 years, within 5 years, I'm sorry. How much the original investment we are invested towards the business entity, that is 1 lakh rupees. In first year we are taken 10,000 rupees. In the second year we are taken 20,000. Third year 30, fourth year 40, fifth year 10,000. Total is 50 plus 40, 20, 30, 30, 60, 60 plus 40, 1 lakh, 1 lakh plus 10,000, 1 lakh, 10,000 rupees is the cash inflows towards the business entity. How much is the remaining 10,000 rupees? This is the profitability. This is what we call as NPV. Okay, I think you all got an idea. How much we have invested? 1 lakh rupees. How much? 5 years wise, the cash inflows towards the business entity is 1,10,000 rupees. The remaining amount is 10,000 rupees. How much is the NPV of the company is 10,000 rupees. The profitability of the company is 10,000 rupees within 5 years. Likewise, we are going to be calculating the net present value. Okay, this one is going to be taken into consideration. Present as well as future earning per share wise. Okay, per shareholder wise, how much the money or the share wise, the income is taken by a shareholder, that is going to be taken into consideration, and this one is going to be taken into consideration how much the risk we are having in an organization within the time, how much the return we have to take towards the business entity wise, that is going to be taken by the wealth maximization. And along with that, which type of the dividend policy or the retained earning policy towards the shareholders wise, which one we have to implement, that is going to be taken into consideration by the wealth maximization. Okay, the wealth maximization, the term is going to be the wealth of the organization as well as the shareholders' wealth is going to be increasing. Okay, here the dividend policy as well as the retained earning per share wise, the policies is going to be taken into consideration, the wealth maximization. And some of the technical factors here, the wealth maximization concept is going to be taken into consideration, the manpower resources wise, machinery wise, technology wise, goodwill wise, and the name, fame of the business entity wise. These are all the concept is going to be taken into consideration of the wealth maximization. And here the wealth of the shareholders, the timing, the risk, the present as well as the future earnings of the company, the market price of the share, the capitalization rate. Likewise, the wealth maximization is going to be taken into consideration. All these are all the concepts. Okay, that's why we are going to be called this one as the wealth maximization, is because this is going to be giving the concentration towards the companies time wise, risk wise, shares of the market share wise, present as well as future benefits wise, the dividend policies wise, retained earnings wise, and the company's expansion diversification wise. Likewise, indirectly we are going to get the wealth maximization is the profit maximization indirectly. Okay, this is about the wealth maximization. Now we are going to be moving to the advantages as well as the disadvantages towards the wealth maximization wise. The wealth maximization main aim is to improve the value of the wealth as well as the shareholders. Of course, we are accepting the wealth maximization advantages is to increase the wealth of the business entity as well as to increase the wealth of the shareholders. This is the first advantage of the wealth maximization. The second one, it is the wealth maximization is going to be considered the cost associated in the business and how much is the total cost incurred towards the business entity wise. Okay, first advantage of the business entity is wealth of the shareholders as well as the wealth of the business entity. This is going to be taken into consideration. Wealth of the shareholders as well as the business owners. And the second one is advantage, that one it is, this is going to be taken into consideration, what are all the operations are taken place in the business entity, how much is the total cost incurred in the business entity, that is taken into consideration by the wealth maximization. In an organization, what are all the functional activities are taken place, how much is the exact cost incurred, and overall the operations of the business entity wise, total cost, how much is incurred towards business wise. This is going to be taken into consideration by the wealth maximization. These are all the advantages now we are discussing with you, and this one wealth maximization is taken into consideration of time as well as risk of the business entity wise. Okay, within this, how many years of span of time the investment money we have to take into consideration, and risk is going to be taken towards the business entity wise is because to increase the wealth of the shareholders as well as to increase the business wealth. And the profit maximization is going to be efficient allocation of resources. Okay, this is going to be allocated this is going to be take into consideration the economic interest of the society. This is going to be taken into consideration the interest as well as interest of the society. Okay, this is not going to be ignored the societal people's wealth. This is going to be taken into consideration the interest of the societal peoples. Okay, and this is going to be universally accepted is because to take the interest of the financial institutions, employees as well as society at large. Why do you think? Because the wealth maximization is going to be taken into consideration the societal people interest as well as the financial institutions and public people's interest is because this is going to be giving concentration towards the wealth of the shareholders. The people's the shareholders in the public. Okay, they are ready to invest the money towards the business entity means they are the investors towards the business entity. We have to give concentration towards the wealth of the peoples. We are going to make some dividend policy and retained earning policy towards the savings wise. That's why the wealth maximization concept is giving concentration towards the financial institutions, societal peoples, employees of the organization. Even how the company is going to be increasing the wealth of the business entities, like the employees are going to be getting good salaries, bonus, fringe benefits. Likewise, the employees are going to be maintaining good environment. The peoples of the workers are going to be getting a good health environment in an organization. Likewise, the wealth maximization concept provides advantages. Okay, now I am going to be discussing with you once again. Wealth maximization concept is going to be increasing shareholders' wealth as well as the business. And this one is going to take into consideration what are all the the activities are taking place in the business entity wise, how much is the exact cost is incurred, and the total cost how much is incurred to take into consideration of functional activities of the business entity. And the time as well as risk is going to be taken into consideration by the wealth maximization. Interest of the society is going to be taken into consideration, and the allocation of resources is going to be efficiently utilized by the wealth maximization. This is also going to be giving more concentration towards the employees of the business entities, shareholders, publics, and all is going to be taken into consideration. That's why we are going to call the wealth maximization is increasing the shareholders' value as well as the business value. These are all the advantages now we are discussing with you. Okay, in the next class I am going to be discussing with you the concept of it is against towards wealth maximization wise. I think you all have got an idea towards wealth maximization wise. I'm very sorry because in the last class whatever concepts I discussed before as well as against concepts of profit maximization, I am not once again I am telling you, don't mind, profit maximization video I am not uploaded because so many technical problems we are facing.